Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, breaking news. The SCOTUS has spoken. Now, I'm sure you've heard they have struck down the entire Biden administration mandate for private organizations. Now, that's huge news for the health side of things, for the constitutional rights kind of things, and we're going to hear a lot more about that in the next coming days because this is some very large news for our lifetimes, right? However, there's something else that I'm pretty sure you're not going to hear anywhere else. This channel is exclusively following these details really tight for the past year and a half, and there is a direct tie-in in the language that the SCOTUS uses against gun control through bureaucracies, and that's what we're going to talk about because this right here is important. Pay attention to the nuance, pay attention to what they actually say, and you can kind of figure out where the path goes because this puts a death nail in one of the plans the gun controllers have been putting and laying out for the past year. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below. Everything is linked in the description box per usual. But guys, this is massive. Don't undersell this. This is massive what you guys have done. This is all because you guys are active. And we're going to continue this activation until the 2022 midterms and beyond. We're doing it on this channel with the Second Press, coming to you with videos every single day. We're coming out with original 2A content. There are 10 writers across the United States putting out 2A content to bolster the Second Amendment, take the narrative, and put them on the defense instead of us being on the defense. Check it out. There's a 2-week free trial in the description box below. Subscribe and like because this video, I think you guys are going to like this. Check this out. Supreme Court blocks Biden OSHA vaccine mandate, allows rule for healthcare workers. Court ruled that COVID-19 is not an occupational hazard but a universal risk. Now, that's what Fox Business News said, YouTube, not me. But listen to the language. This is incredibly important, and I'm going to show you something else and tie it all together. The court ruled that OSHA lacked the authority to impose such a mandate because the law created OSHA, quote, empowers the secretary to set workplace safety standards, not broad public health measures. Time out real quick. What have we been talking about on this channel in relation to gun rights and how the left is moving? Public health crisis. Check this out. This is from Time Magazine, 2021. We must treat gun violence as a public health crisis. If you're going to treat it as a public health crisis, and we saw that across the board, OSHA not being able to do this because it doesn't have the powers to, what did it say? Not public health measures. They can't set workplace public health measures. Well, if they're trying to make guns a public health issue, OSHA can't do it. That's one bureaucracy down. Do you see where I'm going with this? Let's keep going. Check out the second piece of language they said. Although COVID-19 is a risk that occurs in many workplaces, it is not an occupational hazard in most, the court ruled. COVID-19 can and does spread at home, in schools, during sporting events, and everyone else that people gather. The kind of universal risk is no different from day-to-day dangers that all face from crime, or air pollution, or any number of communicable diseases. Day-to-day dangers that all face from crime. If the Democrats' whole point, the gun control's whole point, was to frame gun control in a public nuisance, a public health issue, which is what we've been seeing, right there, if it's so bad and it's universal, that has no bureaucracy place. Do you understand this? They're openly saying bureaucracies cannot exceed the scope that Congress gives them. That's incredibly important. That's all executive branch. That's all bureaucracies. That's what's been happening with our gun rights. You've got ATF, you've got DOJ, you've got OSHA, you've got the CDC. They are acting through executive fiat, and they just got shut down, and a nail got put in the coffin. Here's another one. For these reasons, the OSHA mandate, quote, would significantly expand the agency's authority beyond the limits Congress set, the court ruled. Okay, zoom out again. ATF, we had multiple rules that came out 2021. We had another one come out in 2022. What does that say? Would significantly expand the agency's authority beyond the limits Congress set. Rules are interpretations of existing law that Congress has set. Everything that they've put out, frame redefinitions, new rules on, oh God, what did they just put out? On safety, like actually mandating safe storage options in gun shops, FFL dealers. This is massive and it's far-reaching because everything that they do on the gun control side going forward, this Supreme Court case is going to be referenced and used as a linchpin in those conversations, in those lawsuits, which could prevent them from doing this further. This is not a gun case, but there are direct tie-ins across the board, particularly with the left constantly tying guns as a public health crisis. Well, OSHA can't mandate it. Bureaucracies can't mandate it. Can't step outside the limit terms of Congress. This was a huge death blow to the gun controllers, and no one is even thinking about that yet. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning on the bullet points. I'm Braden. See you later.